inside wedge, and that thing just sticks him behind, and he's trying hard to fight out in front of that for the finish and unable to do so, but positions these guys nicely back into the current. There's a bit of a rip over there by the bridge that sucks these guys back out, so it is beneficial for sure, as we've mentioned, to catch those left-handers that put you back into that rip over by the bridge.
Well, yeah, that's. Can you hear the locals screaming out there? It's amazing how they support themselves. It's great to have that support. The Maldivians are very united. The community it's growing crazy. Like every year we see many more bodyboarders. Last year there were fairly a good amount of registrations of locals, but this year we have way more. And the most important thing, we have a lot of we have a lot of more new participants. I'm sorry, bodyboarders right now, kids, which is very important as a grassroots.
No question. And one of the cool things the IBC did last year was do these little sort of outreach clinics. One more look at this wave, though, before we get into that. Hugo Nade, you can see him. This was an earlier wave, spun right out the back of that one. Another angle on that. Beautiful at the takeoff, but he gets around it and whips the spin, and just the wave just pushes him over the back as it mushes into deep water. Red, another look at this one for Ahmed Nazmeen. You can see him getting some speed down the line, drives off the bottom, rolls it off the top, gets the board back under him quickly. So a decent, clean lip move there for Ahmed Nazmeen. And yet another look for Saiful Razib. This was his one and only wave at this point. You can see him just kind of waiting for the wave to do something, and instead he decides he's going to do something and hits the roll, and the wave does not cooperate. And yet another replay wave for yellow. Hugo Nade gets a tiny little cover up, and you see this wedge in front of him. He's trying to get through it, but it just smothers him right here. And he's fighting to get that finish in front of it, but just can't quite get there. So, but he is in second place at the moment with Ahmed Nazmeen leading the heat, 14 minutes to go, and Saiful Razib just needs a 1.46 at this point to move ahead of Hugo Nade.
Well, our heat leader, he's a local of 26 years of age. He says his favorite wave in the world, it's pipeline. And he has traveled to Malaysia. And we asked him about, what's his dream. And
what's his dream? I want to hear it. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Big wave out the back.
He says, I'm sorry, I'm going to get back to there. But yeah, that was Saiful.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're going to get that replay for sure. But his dream is to be #1 in bodyboarding. That's great.
Wow.
He's looking pretty sharp in this heat, so probably he's pretty sure going to get his dream accomplished. And yeah, that was really not much there for the Malaysian rider. Another look. Yeah, he just got some bumpy section there, and unfortunately, you can see that he had an intention of going for the barrel. And right here, Hugo, the South African, also trying there. I believe I will recommend to sit and study this wave, because this wave, really from the outside, it looks very different when you're surfing inside there. So maybe just, sit and watch as much as you can. Try to, mark some points and wait, what is that? It looks so good. This is our heat leader going for that lift that I think they call it Padang, right?
Padang. Last year we thought they were talking about Padang, right? And then we were educated by the locals that it had something to do with a food or something.
Yeah, Papadang with that thing.
There you go.
Oh my God, it looks like
But it does look like Padang right there. Look at that thing just caving in on him, and Ahmed Nazmeen avoiding almost certain disaster with that one. But he doesn't really need that one. He's in the lead at the moment. Hugo Nade picks off another wave, but another low-scoring wave. And he's chasing down that first position. But it's really Saiful Razib's heat to lose at this point. Needs a 1.6 with 11.5 to go. And Saiful looks like he owns a scuba diving school in Malaysia. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, I was reading the same thing. Okay, talking about him and speaking of the devil, he's just dropping this left. And yeah, I don't know, no, he's not being able to find a section there. But you know, he's looking for 1.60 to advance, which is barely nothing. And guys, if you are curious about the priorities, we do have priority system, of course, as a World Tour event. It's mandatory. So those mini numbers, those little numbers that you see, okay, a drop there for Hugo, not happening. But yeah, those numbers that you see in right where the colors are, that's the priority. So if you're curious about who has it, right now, it used to be Hugo. I believe all of the riders are partying back. So we're going to see that, well, that's those are our priority rules, I'm sorry, for the IBC World Tour. Guys, we also have the rule book. It's posted, it's in the website, an official website. And if you guys are curious about how the whole tour works, everything is there. And this is the priority rules. We have at the start of the heat, all riders will share priority. Riders establish priority by being beyond to the side, side of the takeoff zone. Don't do that. He was offering his
classes. No, hey, there's a lot of text there, but it is good to know the priority rules because it makes a big difference in how the heat progresses. You know, you have priority. You want to take advantage of that if you are in the lead. Do we have a rain squall pushing through at the moment?
We do. Oh, wow.
Now, I want to say, you know, as the webcast team, we are in a windowless room watching the same webcast you're watching, folks. So often we don't know what's happening outside except what we see on the screen. And you can definitely see heavy rains. Sometimes this affects the winds in a very micro scale. It can switch the wind briefly as the squall moves through, make it cleaner, make it choppier, whatever. But it definitely is a factor because, you know, it's the rain is pelting down. You got to negotiate these conditions. So, yeah, this rain squall, tropical squall here at the equator, usually done in a few minutes. So we'll see this probably push through pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes in the tropical weathers, the rain brings full-on glass. After when the rain stops, you'll see beautiful and glassy conditions. Let's see, but this is a heavy rain, as you said, and it's so cool to see the planes landing. The whole composition is so cool. It's so different. The bridge, the rain, the beautiful waves, the huge planes landing in Hulumale, I'm sorry. And yeah, just a very unique place and a very exotic, I will say.
For sure exotic. I mean, you know, we're in the middle of the Indian Ocean here. It's tropical, it's hot, humid, it's absolutely everything you would want in a tropical vacation. You know, Visit Maldives is the title sponsor, and it's what you want to do, folks. If you get a chance to come here, this place is, you know, bodyboarding paradise. You have this spot on the island of Malé, the capital city here, Varunala Rarogandu, which in and of itself is a great wave, super fun, beach breaky sort of a wave, even though it's a reef bottom. And as I mentioned earlier, epic waves in either direction by boat or even airplane. So you can make a full trip out of this place and surf all of those spots in one shot. One of the things I found interesting, Ahmed Nazmeen, who's still, by the way, leading this heat, says that a surf trip that he's been on was to Malaysia, which is ironic that we have our Malaysian competitor out here. I wonder if they met each other on that trip. You got to wonder. And that's a good perspective of this surf. This is shades of pipeline right here, folks. Look at that offshore wind blowing into the barrel. Bouncy wave there for yellow, Hugo Nade from South Africa. And Hugo dips out of that one. More A-frames out the back. Bego.
Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. You see now, tropical, full-on tropical weather. Rain stopping, sun shining, and I think we're gonna get very conditions. Let's see what happens right now. It's the situation remains the same. It's Ahmed Nazmin in the first position, the local. Lots of huge dominance today from the locals. I'm very pleased to see that. Actually, we have no preferences for sure, but it's great to see new names, and it's great to be in a new country and seeing the very own advancing in competition. So great to have Ahmed advancing so far, of course, but and of course Ali Jaed, who won the previous heat, and Hugo from South Africa in second, needing a very small score, 4.26, to get that lead, and also Saiful needing basically with one spin he will get that 1.60 to get the second spot and continue advancing. There you have it.
So yeah, the real battle at this point is for second place. 5 minutes and 32 seconds to go, and I think we have Mr. Giuliano Lara down there with our previous heat winner. Take it away, Beefcake.
Thank you, Jay. All right, 2 minutes ago it was raining cats and dogs here, but then the magic happened and now the sun is out. But doesn't matter. I'm here with the winner of the last heat, Gary Thatcher, who really dominated the last heat. How was out there, Gary?
Yeah, it was good. First 5 minutes was a bit tricky, a bit of current, but it's kind of stopped and the current stopped, and then it just turned on and got us a couple in, so it was good.
Yeah, nice. And what about your thoughts about this place and this wave and whatever?
It's amazing. Like, I come here for the drop knee event and just to do prone as well, just to stay in the water as much as I can. You know, this is such a lovely venue to come to, and it just showcases the waves that we have. And I think it's just great for the sport to be in a place like this.
Nice. And you want to say some words to your friends and family?
Yeah, to my friends and family back home, thanks for all the love in the sport. To my sponsors, Inverted Bodyboard Shop and Pride, thanks for all the gear. Cheers.
All right, so that's it. Jay, Bagel, see you. Love you guys.
Are you going somewhere, Juliano? Oh my God! What a character!
I was going to say I was super impressed that Giu knew that English idiom, "raining cats and dogs." That impressed me more than anything. But Gary Thatcher, a drop knee kind of specialist.
I was going to say that too.
Yes, showing that he's got the prone skills as well. And look at that rain coming down, man. Those guys squeaked in that interview in the nick of time as another squall pushes through here. And still in the lead with just 3 minutes 40 seconds left. Hugo Nade trying to take the lead away from Ahmed Nazmin with 2 rolls in the same wave, and he pulls that off. So Hugo Nade, his highest score to this point is a 1.5. I'm pretty sure that's going to top one of those lower scores. So Hugo Nade needed a 4.26. Let's take one more look at that in the bowl, rolls it up through the roof, comes around this frothy section. As it closes out, he does really well. He kind of meets the lip as it comes back down, and this is a strong young guy here, holds on to the board for that second roll. So the first wave we've seen in this heat with 2 solid lip moves on the same wave.
Yeah, good job there for Hugo then. And we're getting the full-on tropical package in this event. Yesterday we had the big and the huge waves getting into the stage with the high tides, and right now full tropical rain. So interesting. I love this. We're coming from the Chilean desert, and we're coming from the rainforest in Brazil, and right now in the middle of an Indian Ocean. So it's amazing. I love it.
And then, once into September, when the Walker Bay Pro happens, you're going to be in freezing cold winter. So it's just every climate represented on the on the IBC World Tour. It's going to be it's going to be a one for the books here. 2 minutes to go in this heat, and we see a 6.25 for Hugo Nade's last wave, and that vaults him into first position. Now Ahmed Nazmin sitting in second. With Saiful Razib now in third, needs a 4.46. Certainly doable with a minute 50 to go, but we have yet to see him get anything higher than a 1.3. So the young Malaysian rider here seeking out a little bit of a miracle here with a minute 30 to go.
Oh, that's right. We had to reconnect our streaming. There's a new link, so thank you guys for your patience. You know, this tropical weather, it's it's here. It's what it is. It's where this is the beauty of being in different countries. We have a pretty solid calendar for this year. We have done already the half of it. The calendar, the IBC calendar that we had, very solid, very unique. I will say we had the South American leg with 4 events. We are here in the Asia, and then we're gonna jump to France to crown the Pro Junior Women Champ. And from there, we're going to Sintra, first event in Europe for the Sintra Pro. And then we're going to go to South Africa for the Walker Bay Pro event that it's only for women. And we are going to Morocco for the first time. Thank you, Director. There you have it. That's our calendar. We are going to Morocco, I was saying, and closing the year with the Gran Canaria Frontonquín. That's where we are going to be crowning probably, very likely, the men and the Pro Junior Men division for sure. It's going to be crowned there. But also this year, Jay, we have the last event, the last edition of the Anael Challenge. And the heat is over. Official results is what you see in your screen. First, Hugo Naude, who changed the situation with the highest score of the of the heat. And in second, Ahmed Nazmin. We're gonna hit a quick commercial break and gonna be back real soon. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, everybody. Second day of competition at the 2023 Visit Maldives Pro, an event that has been great to have for the second time here. And we have the men division in the water. This is what we're going to see today. Only men, and it's raining hard out there, Giuliano.
Yeah, it's really raining out there, but anyway, this is a tropical place. This is what happens here, so it's all good. In a couple minutes, the sun will be out again and probably a nice rainbow out there. But let's go out there, see what's going on. We have the round number 1, and this heat is the heat number 5. Still raining out there, but Tariq Brahimi, Ziggy Cavier, and Aswan Muhammad will be able to deal with these conditions. So Tariq Brahimi in red representing Morocco, Ziggy Cavier from France, and Aswan Muhammad, aka Dooney, representing the Maldivian crew. Nice. Dooney, it's such a nice guy. He's always out there riding waves. And we also have the first wave of the heat from, I think it's Astron. I think it's Tariq.
Wow,
Oh,
look
and
at
that was the
that.
first wave of Dooney. Found a nice barrel right there. Wasn't too deep, but the wave just shaped it up really nice. And Aswan, Mohammed, and Tariq had some points on their scoreboard. Scores are still dropping in. 25 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, Bego.
That's right. So gotta love. I mean, this rain is so unique. Just to have the chance to, bring you an event with rain and tropical weather and the variety of the calendar that I was just saying in the previous heat. So yeah, I believe after this rain we're gonna see perfect conditions. That's what's happened. I mean, I come from a tropical country, and usually this is what happened. It rains.
Ooh.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, that was a very decent speed there. And actually, Dhoni or Ashwan Mohammed, he took a very cool wave. He's actually he got a 2.25, and Ziggy he got a 3.75. We might see those replays, though, of white and yellow for sure in a bit. But yeah, right now Ziggy in the first position. Yesterday, actually, him winning his heat in the Drobny as well.
Yes.
The Réunionnais, who is looking sharp in this event. Look at this thing. This is a Dooney.
No, this is Ziggy.
Oh,
This is
I'm
white.
very sorry. That was Ziggy. I was like,
Yeah, this is white.
I didn't see that one live. Yeah, this is Dooney.
Yes.
What a good style he has.
Yeah, the wave shaped it up really nice, but he wasn't able to get too deep in the
Right.
session, so that's why the score was just a 2.25. Probably if he had an option to hit that session, it would be well scored. But anyway, as Ziggy and Caviar has the highest scores in the first exchange, we have Ziggy Caviar from France in first, and Aswan Mohammed in second. Tarek Brahim in third position. We just remember that the first and the second positions go to the round two, and the third place will be eliminated of the competition, as this is a elimination round. Just a quick update in the criteria. This is a 25-minute heat. Top two waves scored. The sum of these two waves will give a rider a total. The highest total will deem first place, second, third, and fourth, respectively. And we have now the judging criteria.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to that deal because we have Jay ready for the interview at the beach. Take it away, Jay, please.
With all the rain, I'll tell you folks, with all the rain, it's hard to hear much through the earpieces here, but I have here 17-year-old Hugo Nadia, double division competitor, and he takes out the win in that men's heat. So Hugo, I mean, you got a good wave at the end that vaulted you into first position, 2 Rolos. It's tough out there though, right?
Yeah, it's really tough. I had a really slow start. I didn't have like any scoring waves for the first 15 minutes or so. And then I thought I got a big one. I thought it was the one, but I got smoked. And then just I got that little keg that everyone at the back missed under priority. So I was stoked with that one.
Yeah, good way to finish off the heat, winning the heat and pumping surf. It seems like it's cleaning up. Were the rain squalls really hard to negotiate out there?
Yeah, like when you go over the wave with the wind and the rain, you can barely see anything. You just paddle and try over.
I feel like if we wait a 10 minutes, we're going to have sunshine. So are you trying to conserve energy? You're doing 2 divisions, but 17-year-olds don't need to conserve much energy. You guys have tons of it, right?
Yeah, luckily we have a buffet breakfast, so I stock up on food there. And yeah, I'm used to competing both back at home, so it's not too bad.
Well, we're stoked to have you here. We're looking forward to seeing what you can do in the juniors and in the men's division. Good luck to you as you progress through the event.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to M-Star and Kuka for having me get you, and all my friends back at home watching. Big thanks to my mom and dad for letting me do this opportunity and drive me to all the events back at home. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
Right on. Hugo carrying on that winning South African legacy. Back to you guys in the dry booth.
Yes. Thank you, Jay. Cool interview there. Very unique one with lots of rain in the back, but this guy right there killing that wave. Good job for the rider in red. Just going for that. Those rides, Giuliano, are not, I mean, there's 2 rides, 2 points to ride, and I believe that's a very rare one to see working, but this guy, Tariq, Moroccan, he was very smart to get that one, and he's going to get a nice score.
We'll see one more view on this left one. A nice foamy roll there for the guy in white, but he wasn't able to pull that off. And then Dooney took this one right on the head, and then the Moroccan just
Tariq.
finding Tariq, a nice reverse spin in the first section, and goes through the roof on that roll. That was a solid wave for Tariq. Probably he's gonna jump into first position after this score. See, up and riding in white, Ziggy Cavier just couldn't find the shoulder to push a roll and drives out this one.
Well, that's a good job, actually, I have to say, for Tariq. He got a 3.75 and jumped to the second position, and we're now looking for tiny score, 1.51, to get the first position. You know, sometimes you just gotta do the job. You know, you just gotta do a couple of maneuvers just to get the points. And here comes Ashwin. Yeah, not really happening for him. Dooney. I mean, let's say, for example, Dooney has been taking the biggest waves. He has been surfing Padang, which is the left towards the end of the beach.